fellas, let me check my boy. Say nothing.
The coach here, welcoming you to another installment of Madden Ultimate Team. There's been a lot of talk leading up to this matchup, and it's finally here. But can it live up to all the hype?
Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Here's Christian McCaffrey to... And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
It's taken to the 26. Fights through him. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. Fitzpatrick on first down. Leading him out is going to be their quarterback. That's the grizzled vet, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
And I think right now we know what we're going to get with Ryan Fitzpatrick. Veteran savvy, a ton of know-how, and the enthusiasm for playing and teaching the game, almost second to none. But he also has a bit of a tendency to be a loose cannon with the football. Oftentimes that works out. Sometimes it costs his team, but never a dull moment when he's on the field.
It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football, complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
On third down, here's Harris. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This will be from 49 yards out. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Taken at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Great stop by Darius Slay to back up the offense. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Third and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steelers ready for their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Pickett right back to the air again. Throwing the Now the ball comes loose, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face third and short. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. To the air on first down with Pickett. Steps up, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Lawrence Taylor, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And this one is right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of the team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third. Taking it right down Broadway. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown Steelers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Pickett. Oh, it stays up. Pickett lost it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now here's another carry for Harris. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Damian Harris taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Meanwhile, the throw here is and Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This take it in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Got a man complete, Calvin Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. He'll find Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Pickett now on 1st down. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
To throw again on second down. Pickett. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Michael Pruitt, 78 yards. And the Steelers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it done.
And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but